모창처럼 다 캐치해가지고 하더라고 그걸. 그래서 되게 듣는 귀랑
Great ears. He does have great ears. Also, I guess listening ability, but his ears are beautiful, really. Hello there, you happy, hoppy, hippie, hobie fans, presumably. Although actually, considering the title of the video, that's a bit awkward. But never mind, my name is Comedian still. Wow. And this is a video, believe it or not. You clicked play, and I said, hooray, hello, hi, today. My name is Comedian... Oh, no, it's gone wrong. You know, what a professional would do in this situation is re-record the intro, but I'm not a professional and proud of it. Proudly terrible at job. Today I'm doing BTS is the main vocalist of Jungkook. Really should re-record. Anyway, today I'm doing Jungkook is the main vocalist of BTS. Now, this was requested by somebody called, drumroll please, as I try and find where it is, B dot, or B full stop, B period, however you pronounce it in your language. And they said, can someone request Jungkook, main vocalist of BTS by Ida S? I can't. But they did, which is, I don't know, that blows my mind. That sentence blows my mind. And if you're wondering, guys, please feel free always to request reactions from me. I can't promise I'll do them. You know, I only can do like 5 a week, and I get, probably like 6 or 7 requests a week, so you do the maths. But, you know, I always love reading requests, and I try and do as many as I can. And, you know, if you request something and lots of people click on the like button for it, that lets me know I should probably do it because of popularity and stuff like that. But anyway, so like I said, please keep your suggestions coming. Please do make sure you are subscribed and go to my Patreon, patreon.com/ComedianReacts, and check out my brand BTS and Bon Voyage reactions. And you can also vote in a weekly poll for content. So there's many ways to tell me what to do, not just by being my mum. Anyway, this is going to be one of those like educational videos about BTS, I feel like, so let's sit down and check it out together. Mission statement already.
Damn, you don't need no auto-tune, dude. Clips like this?
Okay, so is this gonna be all clips of like basically vocal coach reacts to BTS? Because that's good, you know, because I don't really tend to watch those clips. Maybe on principle, maybe out of jealousy, because those are the sort of reactions that tend to get like 2 billion views per video for some reason, and mine get about 4. I think the issue is that they're very, very talented, and the thing they're talented at is very relevant to BTS's thing, whereas I sometimes make jokes, and BTS sometimes make jokes. See, I thought when I came up with the name ComedianReacts, it'd be genius. I thought people would Google and be like, oh, a comedian is watching my content I like. That's great. It'll be interesting to me and funny. But instead, they were like, oh, a comedian's reacting to BTS. Well, that prick is going to be rude about them, clearly, because comedians are all dicks. So I didn't think that one through very much. But the point I was making is that people like this get loads of views, loads of views. I should just pretend to be a vocal coach. How about singer with the voice of a goat in heat reacts to BTS? I could do that. It would still get the clicks.
Clips like this, but the clips like this, Jungkook singing live like this into just his cell phone camera, no special fancy effects, no special fancy microphone.
Not yet.
Nothing, just his
Instagram one day, autotune.com, built in.
Tell if someone's a real vocalist.
Yeah.
Wow, what notes are those?
Oh, you know, he's just hitting an F5.
F5.
Whoa. Wow, he sings so high, he refreshed his vocal cords. Am I right? F5. Oh, never mind.
Singing in full voice. Wow. That is an F5. It's like higher than I've heard most males sing in any.
Oh, that's high.
Today.
You hear that? That's like auto-tune. So much control. Do you guys realize how precise this is?
See, another thing I'm noticing in this video, I'm sure this is what you guys came to this reaction for, is, you know, they have really great lighting, mine's kind of iffy, and fantastic hair. They actually have hair as well. Also clothes. Yeah, I got a backdrop. Well, I don't know about the backdrop. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the exposed in 4K naked speaker peeks out from behind fern. Teehee, but still a more neutral background than I have. Yeah, I'm learning a lot from this. Not so much about Jungkook's voice. Well, it's excellent, apparently, which I guess I already knew.
You guys realize how precise this is?
Ah, well now I do.
정국.
My ears are ringing with the preciseness of it.
내가 만든 데모를 보통 이제 다른 팀들이나 뭐 다른 가수들이랑 작업을 할 때 내 데모가 뭐 내가 최고 내가
Is your style of music like banging pans against children and screaming "Hurrah!" Because that would be difficult to digest.
그거를
Or is your style of music dairy? Because that would be difficult to digest for me, apparently. Coming to terms with that recently. Dairy issues.
스타일이 있다 보니까 그거를 이렇게 한
So the headline is, this guy is very out there and fancy with music. With BTS are on the ball 80% of the time. You couldn't have made it 90. It's like 80.
완전히 거의 모창처럼 다 캐치해가지고
Oh, okay.
그래서 되게 듣는
Great ears. He does have great ears. Also, I guess, listening ability, but his ears are beautiful, really.
유독 생각나는 건 그 정국의 그 보컬 그 표현력 그 캐치하는 거와 그걸 진짜 구현해내는 능력이 되게 인상적이었고
This makes sense, actually, because I think I watched Rise of Bangtan documentary series recently. I got a lot of reactions to that series on my channel, so check it out if you're new around these parts. And in that, it was the one where they went to America, American Hustle Life, and they had vocal coaching. And I think the lady immediately picked up on Jungkook as being like, this guy can sing.
건물도 너무 높고 도로도 막 5차선 막 이렇게 있고 너무 크고 무서웠어요. 처음에 딱 서울 왔을 때는 뭔가 이제 여기서 나 스스로 어떻게 살아가나 저 숙소 들어와서 몇 달 됐나?
Yeah.
엄마 보고 싶어가지고
Yeah, this is like me going to university, except for the talent and success.
울었어요.
Oh.
그냥 데뷔하고 나서 보니까
That is a lot of pressure for a teenager.
근데 다른 팀들은 메인 보컬이라는 사람들은 진짜 노래 너무 잘 부르고 춤도 잘 추고 멋지고 잘생.
Yeah, but you're just being too humble because you're also describing yourself. What am I? Just the same thing. The same thing you just described. All of those things you just described.
다른 팀들은 메인 보컬이라는 사람들은 진짜 노래 너무 잘 부르고 춤도 잘 추고 멋지고 잘생기고 난 뭐지? 내가 과연 이 팀의 메인 보컬로서 있는 게 맞나?
Spoiler, he could.
늘고 잘하는 모습을 그냥 보여줘야 되니까 행동하고 그걸 바꿀 수 있는
Song slaps.
나뿐이라고 생각을 했어가지고 그래서 그때부터 뭔가 보컬 연습 시간이랑 개념을 없앴어요.
Deleted the idea of vocal training hour.
화장실에서 씻으면서
What does that mean?
4시간 중에 내가 노래 부를 수 있는 타임.
Oh, okay, so forget an hour a day. He wants to do it as much as possible a day. Wow. That's dedicated. Is that what it takes to be famous and successful? Because forget it. Forget it.
데미지가 세요. 물론 7명 누가 또 그렇지만 정국이는 어쨌든
Have they ever performed without Jungkook? Like, if he's sick, do they just not delay it, or do they just go anyway? Just have like someone in a Link cosplay outfit come out.
정국이가 빠진.
He has a lot of parts. He's got the arms, legs, shoulders, pecs.
정우 씨, 당신이 없었으면 방탄소년단은 없었습니다. 아시잖아요. 네.
그리고 또 이제
I think it's really nice about BTS that they have these like really wholesome group therapy, group circle jerk, but you know, wholesome circle jerk, like just affirmation things on stage. Because I'm sure lots of other bands do that, but they do it backstage. You know, they're like jumping up and down and literally hyping themselves up for the show. Whereas BTS do it on stage. It's like warts and all, and I like that about BTS is they share emotions, and emotions are meant to be shared. People. It's high praise from a man wearing a headband.
그 엄청난 재능으로 다른 댄스하고 방탄소년단에 기부를 해줘서 너무 고마워.
Eating potato bread does make it easier to take this kind of compliment, you know. So if you want to start crying, you can just squeeze them into the potato sponge and suck it all up. Wow.
재능 있는 사람 중 가장 최고인 것 같아. 앞으로도 전국으로서 전전곡으로서 멋진 음악 그리고 멋진 노래, 멋진 무대 많이 보여줄 수 있으면 참 좋겠다.
정국이는요, 제가
Wow.
소개해주는.
Wow.
여태 이제 저도 이제 외부 작업도 많이 하고 많은 뮤지션들이랑 이야기도 많이 해보고 하는데 제가 여태 본 뮤지션 중에 가장 재능 있는.
Wait, who's saying this? Who's saying this?
항상 똑같이 이야기하고.
Oh, Sugar is saying this.
재능 있는 친구.
Sugar is saying this. Wow, you know it's real when Sugar is saying it. Mr. Cute, you know, shy antelope mouse over there. If he's saying it's a big deal. Like treasure that Jungkook. He might say it to you once a decade.
또 보컬하면 또 너고. 그래서 네가 생각하는 너의 장점은 뭐인 것 같아? 너의 보컬적인 부분.
그러니까 일단 발성이나 이런 전문적인 부분에서는 솔직히 아직도 많이 부족하다고 생각을 하고 있고. 근데
That's humble. That is humble.
나의 그러니까
So he's describing singing in ways that I can't even fathom. Because in my head, singing is your voice is either on or off.
하지만
You're either singing or you aren't singing. Apparently there's technique behind it.
하다고 생각해요. 그리고
명확하지.
This is the ADHD in me coming out, but that is a lovely bowl of fruit on the table. I don't know if it's a prop or if they were just like in the middle of eating. Like it looks like they're in a sort of Victorian summer house, but that is a splendid.
명확하지.
색은
a spiffing bowl of fruit.
좀 다양한 색을 섞어서 쓸 수 있지 않나. 그러니까 곡 분위기에 맞춰서 뭔가 소화할 수 있는 거는 저는 어쨌든 제가 좀 가지고 있는 장점이라고 생각해요.
This is a strange clip to have in because they're asking himself to justify his own singing skills. Or let's say you watched this and you didn't agree with the premise of it, or you were waiting to be informed or to have your opinion changed or whatever. Like, I feel like this is the last person you want to hear it from. Well, because he's pretty humble. He's not going to be there like, yeah, my singing style, it's flawless, really flawless. Perfect. Harmonies, sure. Individual singing. High notes, the highest, the lowest of the notes, all of the stuff. Basically, as much intensity as you know, the theme tune of Titanic, but like all the time, pretty much. Just basically the best singer that ever lived, probably. That's just my opinion, but yeah.
레슨을 연습생 때부터 지금까지 안 해본 건 아니지만 많이 안 했던 게.
Well, you had that one in American Hustle Life. That's all you needed.
색깔이 단 한 번에 무너져요. 색깔이 무너져서 저는 이제 색깔을 지켜나가면서 이제 발성적인 부분을 이렇게.
This sounds like the excuses I would give for why I wasn't doing homework properly. I'd be like, well, if I try and learn, you know, the maths equation that way, the rest of my maths knowledge just falls down.
코치가 너무 힘들어서 일부러 이제 레슨 같은 것도 안 받으려고 하고 그냥 스스로 좀 더.
In this situation, J-Hope as a teacher looking at me like, you are full of shit. That's a long list of songs. They're going to count them for us? Oh, I guess they've got numbers next to them. 109. That's a lot of songs. That's more than 108. No, it goes down to 148. That's so many songs. I love to imagine that it's J-Hope singing The Baby and it's it's Jungkook that's going whoop and hey. It's almost like shameful, really, that I haven't done an album listened through of some of the more recent stuff. I mean, that's just the way my BTS journey has been. It's a typical me, ADHD, you know, bric-a-brac, odds and ends kind of thing, and I'm fine with that. But once I've done J-Hope's album, maybe I should check out some more recent stuff. But you know what they say, it's not the journey, it's the destination? Or is it the other way around? It depends who you ask, really. Oh, this is intense. They've very much messed with this to bring out the background vocals, and it sounds a little bit scary. This stuff sounds pretty cool though. I like it. This looks like a Kirby. This big Kirby vibes. I always hear Anpan Man as like Pancake Man. Just when I see it written down, I'm like, ooh, pancakes, lovely. Okay, this one I do know. Okay, it was the claim there that the money, whatever it is bit was supposed to be like. I know it's background vocals, but I've always been aware of those, and I feel like I always thought it was Jungkook singing. It just sounds like him. This is really trippy. I was convinced this was a video for a while. Also, again, like, no, this is a good segment and stuff. I understand why they're doing it, but I feel like you can see him singing this in the music video. So this isn't blowing my mind in that way. I'm like, yeah, I knew that. I'm pretty sure I knew that was Jungkook, and it sounds good. But maybe, you know, maybe this video isn't directed at me. Like, I'm not the sort of person to be like, Jungkook good at singing. Also, for me, it's hard to gauge how good singing is when it's like, basically sounds like it was recorded in a club toilet at 2 AM, because it's like inherently background filtering, loads of artifacts on it. His earrings, fantastic though. You'd forget that anyone can sing like that, but the earrings he's wearing. Have you ever seen somebody wearing that? The audacity, the asymmetry, symmetrity of what he's doing. Fantastic. His earring game. Forget the singing. This is just a whole song. It's good I have an ability to just completely zone out and get distracted by earrings, because this would be a massive spoiler, really, wouldn't it? Although now I'm doubting myself, like, have I heard this before? See, now I'm thinking, is this song all background vocals? Are there any foreground vocals in this song? Because it's still the same song. This is, yeah. I guess Film Out is just the background vocal of the album. It's impressive. See, I want to be like, look, you've made your point. You're just showing off now. This is just showing off. This is showing off on behalf of Jungkook. Now I'm thinking I have heard this song, but that's what happens when you listen to something in the background for like 10 years.
Going on. Why don't I just quickly play what these harmonies are doing? So this first set of harmonies. Second one.
How did he get stems? How did he get stems for BTS? The Hitman Bang has got like hired killers out to finding him right now. Wow, it sounds like the Lion King intro. It's so just emotional and enigmatic.
They glue together and just sound beautiful. Love that. Like that is incredible vocal production right there. So
ad-libs. I'm sorry, I can't read ad-libs without thinking about, you know, like the rap ad-libs, like, yeah, okay. Like, I'm just imagining, just cracking up imagining Jungkook, like, they're singing, and he's like, okay. Hanging out with R2-D2. Why are they gathered around R2-D2? It's very strange. I feel like this confirms that one of them secretly smokes, because that's a bin, right, or an ashtray, or is it some fancy musical? No, it's like it's a dehumidifier. I'm embarrassed. It would be weird because if I was them and one of them was like a smoker and they had like a whole bin in there with the ashtray on top, I'd be like, can't you just get just the ashtray? Like, why is there basically an airport bin in here? It's not an airport bin. It's not R2-D2. It's like a dehumidifier. That makes far more sense. Maybe it's even like a portable speaker or something. Probably an AC or a fan. Nothing gross or untoward, let's just say that. Jungkook's like, great, more work for me. Yeah. He's got pipes. He's got the pipes. Somebody call that man a plumber because he has got pipes to bursting everywhere. Done. Nailed.
화성 자 정보 들어가. 자 저희 퇴근하겠습니다. 퇴근하십시오. 수고했습니다.
I feel like scenes like this is why it's not appropriate, or it's like it's controversial to call, just refer to them as pop or whatever. Like, how many actual pop artists are producing? And I'm talking about the kind of pop where it's, you know, it shouldn't be, but the pop where it's used as like a label, like a kind of negative label, like, oh, it's pop. You know what I mean? Like, the idea being they turn up, they sing off a script, and they go back home again. Like, Sugar is literally like being an engineer right now. Like, he's pressing all the buttons. He's got Pro Tools or something open. Like, this is legit. This is legit music making. It's like, Jungkook, can you sing my part too? You can do my voice, right? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, all right. See you, Jungkook. I'm going home. Soupy poopy poopy, soupy poopy. Wait, did Kanye West rip them off?
정말 간단한 녹음입니다. 끝났어요.
이 노래 딱 듣는 순간 울었어요. 왜인지는 모르겠지만 왠지 울어야 될 것 같아요.
Well, didn't you design it to do that?
가이드를 처음에 딱 듣는데 명곡이.
잠깐만, 이거 종국이 가이드 있나?
Interesting. I just reacted to this song. If you want to see it, it's on my channel. But self-promo aside for a second, does Jungkook's guide, or does Jungkook remain as like the chorus singer on that song? Thinking back, I can't. That would be very hard for me to say one way or another. I'm just curious because it sounds great. No, maybe he got someone else actually. Maybe there was like a feature on there.
아나조 첫 작곡할 때 가이드를 정국이로 했습니다. 그거 말고 다른 애 합시다.
타이틀은 우리 거의
정국이죠.
Okay. No, not those kind of ad libs. Ho. Rick Ross. Ho. Sounds good. I am a vocal coach. I'm a person who can't sing or sings like a goat reacting to BTS, and I say they sound better than a goat. That is ad-libbing, because that tone was different from the album release. Oh, it's an outrage when they do that. I wonder if, like, the first time he ever tried doing ad-libs, they just turned his mic off, and after a while they were like, actually, this sounds great. Let's leave that on. The F-bomb, the hard F-bomb in that song is outrageous. Okay, again, not the thing I should be focusing on, but this is my brain we're talking about. I forgot, is it like a lapel flower, whatever you call it? Whatever this thing is here, it looks like it's got a bath plug attached to its suit. I guess it's supposed to be a flower? I don't know, that's very confusing looking. Maybe he just got out of the bath hastily before the show. We've all been there. Wait, has bad boy Jungkook got hand tattoos? That's outrageous. That's the next level of bad boyery. Or has he got the notes? He's got the album liners on his hand. He's got the lyrics. He's cheating. Aww. Oh, he's dropping bars. He's spitting. He's spitting. That's just vocal technique. Meant to dribble. But I also feel like this is the benefit of them being so tight knit. It's like, you know, if it's like in Love Actually, or not Love Actually, what I'm thinking of, Shakespeare in Love, same thing, why not? But you know, one of them quits, the other person, or is sick or whatever, leaves the band, goes solo. The other person could leap in and do their part immediately because they spend 24/7 like hanging out with each other and spanking each other. So they just know the bits. Oh, now he's rapping. I said he's singing with him because he's sick. I just imagine him like being behind him with like some sort of weird tube that goes into his vocal pipes. He's like, "I'll help you, friend," and uses his lungs as like a kazoo. I'm a strange person, aren't I?
나중에 만약에 내가 들어가기 전에 목 상태 너무 안 좋으면
You wanted some honey and lemon. Andy Serkis, I'll tell you.
오늘도 적지가 안 돼서 그 춤을 칠 때도 정국이가 같이 불러주고.
Aw. Aram's just like, thank God he didn't ask me.
이젠 깨고 싶어. 이젠 깨고 싶어. 무서기 싫어. 항상 이렇게 하품하듯이 그 이라고 해야 되나 혀 맨 뒤에를 이렇게 내리고 노래를 하는 거야.
보컬적인 부분으로 저한테 되게 질문을 많이 던져요. 근데 지민이 형이 노래 부르는 방식이랑 제가 노래 부르는 방식이랑 많이 달라서 지민이 형의 목소리를 그대로 가지고 좀 더 잘 불렀으면.
That's almost mean. It's like you're yawning, you look bored, it's like you're asleep.
근데 이거는 좀 이렇게 이런 소리가 안 나.
No, this is Jungkook, the vocal coach, reacts to Jimin's vocal technique and shits on it.
이렇게 놀면 안 되지.
그렇게?
나도 괜찮은데?
This is what I like about BTS. You get the sense the egos aren't too high. They're listening to each other. They'll take advice from their younger members. Yeah, it did. It did give me insight. Cool video. If you want to see it, like any of my videos, it's in the description. If you want to see it untouched, unspoilt by my nattering on. But yeah, it was a cool video. Like I said, I'm not the sort of person who would have had to be convinced that he had a good voice, but I guess now I can appreciate that he actually probably has maybe one of the best or most versatile voices in the group. And he's talented. Well, I knew he was talented. But yeah, I don't worry, I learned a lot from that video. Thanks for recommending that, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do. Right now, go and make sure you are subscribed. The button is right there. It takes all of 2 seconds to click it, and it'll make me feel slightly happy when I refresh my subscriber count on the toilet. Be like, oh, cool. Back to flatness. And make sure you had the bell notification tickled, ding, 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 and also go and check out my Patreon. Like I said, I got Run BTS and BTS Reactions, and I've got a Discord as well. Links in the description. All that stuff in the description. Lots of fun to be had in the description. Maybe even more fun in this video. Just hang out in the description, guys. That's where it's at these days. It's bumping. So I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for coming. And remember, if you like this reaction to Jungkook, then click the subscribe button because I'm an open book. Not now, though. Book closed. Video over. Goodbye. Nothing to see.